So hi guys, it's Pete here, and today in this video we're going to show you how to buy and sell Bitcoins without verification or anonymously. A lot of people like to do that, and so we're going to run through exactly how to do that. And the site that we use is a site called localbitcoins.com. This is a worldwide site, as you can see here. When you click on the link below this video, you will get taken to this landing page, and it tells you that trading here is instant, secure and private. The Bitcoins are traded on local Bitcoin in over 14,000 cities around the world and in 249 countries. So, you know, a really good worldwide spread. I'll be very surprised if, it doesn't matter where you are, if you click on the link below this video and get taken here, that it won't show up for you. It says here including Australia, because obviously that's where I'm at, where I'm making this video for you. And so when you click on it though, when you open this landing page and you're not in Australia, it doesn't matter where you are, it'll show information relevant to where you actually are, okay? And so you will have to open an account. So you click up here or down here. It's actually free to sign up, and it's just a normal sign up form with name and address. And one of the things that they do require as you sign up is your Bitcoin wallet. And I'll just show you here. I have a wallet in a site called Zappo, and so this is the wallet I use. You just log into your wallet, and if you want to know what your wallet address is, you just log in here, and you go ahead and get your actual address. So Zappo has a double verification type of a system. So initially they'll ask you for two things, but I've just been in here before, so I just can log straight in. So in Zappo, every wallet site, Bitcoin wallet site, has a different sort of a thing. But when you log in here, it tells you straight up roughly what the actual current value of a Bitcoin is, and this varies from site to site to site, but it's about $1,200 US as I'm making this video. So I click on this personal wallet here. It gives me my balance. I've got a few little Bitcoins in here. It gives you my recent transactions up to about 20 or more. Now here's my wallet here. So I just click on this string of numbers and letters. It pops up. It tells me here that this is my actual wallet address, and so people can photograph or scan scan that QR code there. If you happen to be somewhere and with somebody that wants to pay you in Bitcoins, they can scan that code and then send you whatever amount of Bitcoins. But for the purpose of this video, we need this string of letters and numbers down the bottom here. This is my wallet address, so I can copy that and then paste it into the localbitcoins.com as being the wallet address where I want to actually get my Bitcoins later on, okay? And I'll show you how that works as well. So if you've got a surplus of Bitcoins somewhere, by all means feel free to go ahead and throw them into that wallet. Anyhow, listen, let's get back to here. So once you've signed up with local Bitcoins with your details, then you will go through and confirm your email address, everything. You'll go through to this page here, okay? So once again, the information that's supplied here is relative to where I am, okay? So this will look different. When you go through to your page, once you've signed up and logged into your localbitcoins.com site, this information will be relevant to your country where you are. Okay, so if it's not automatically relevant to where you are, you just go ahead and in this drop down menu here, you go ahead and select where you are, and obviously in here is listed the 249 countries where they trade. Okay, so, and then you also select information here about how you want to pay for the bitcoins and all those different things. Normally I just go to all online offers and then I select my trading partner, the seller I want to deal with, using their information. Okay, and I'll show you how that works. So this is what you'll be presented with. The seller IDs here are obviously just usernames. Okay, once you go through into the actual purchase transaction portal, you'll see more details there, but this is just the username here. Now, just to give you a bit of a heads up on what information actually shows here, over here is the price that they're prepared to sell you bitcoins for, listed here in your local currency. Okay, and the site, the local bitcoin.com site, automatically lists the sellers in order of their price from the cheapest and upwards. Okay, that's how that works. And they give you limits, so they give you the lower limit and the higher limit of their trading, sort of how they trade. Okay, so they give you this information as a brief overview of what you can expect. If you decide to use them, you click on this buy button. But let's get back over here to this side. I want to show you a bit more information about the sellers. Beside each seller's username is inside these brackets is some information here. The first number in this bracket is 3 and in this bracket is 10,000 plus. That number is the number of trades that particular seller has conducted on this local Bitcoin site. Okay, and the second number, 100% there and 99% there, is the success rate and the review rate they get later on after the transaction is completed. So when you use, it doesn't matter which seller, once the transaction is completed and you've made your payment and the bitcoins have arrived for you, you'll be asked to review that seller and give a positive or a negative review. I always use people with a history of more than 3,000 transactions here. That's my own personal way I do things. It's up to you how you do things, but obviously people with thousands of transactions under their belt are very experienced in the protocols and procedures all required to actually make the transaction, and their success rate has to be over 95%, which you can see right here. Now this site also gives you more selections than just these guys here. If you look through this little preliminary list of 6 sellers and you don't see anyone there that particularly has the service you want, you can go over here and just click on show more, and show more in all these different things. You can pre-select some other parameters. I normally just go show more in Australia, and it will then immediately list a whole lot more. Okay, and here we go, and this is what I mean. The sellers are listed by price. This seller's 16.17 Australian dollars for a Bitcoin, and as you scroll down, the prices go up. Anyway, they're all fairly close together, and I usually don't worry about the price that much. I usually worry about basically, is the seller experienced? Is the seller someone I can trust? Is the seller someone I can or have dealt with before? And I look through, I've dealt with this particular seller several times, Bitcoin Babe. This seller is very, very experienced. You can see here, has made over 10,000 transactions with 100% success rate. Okay, so I'll actually recommend Bitcoin Babe as being a trusted seller to actually deal with. If you happen to be in Australia, by all means go ahead and use her. She's very good. So if once you look through all that and you have a bit of an idea who you might actually deal with, you then go and say, right, I want to deal with this particular person here because this suits me, I can do that. And so then you just, to find out more information and actually make a transaction, you click on buy here, this buy button here. Okay. Now this is the place where you really get down to the nitty-gritty of exactly what the seller requires from you. And it says it quite clearly here, terms of trade with this seller. Okay. And these are the terms of trade, and they're all listed here. Okay. And so when I first started with local Bitcoins, I actually went through about 10 or 12 different sellers and looked at all their terms of trade before I made a decision. And of course, that decision is personal, it's up to you, relevant to your particular situation and where you are and how you want to trade it. That's where you find that information anyway. So once you've decided on that you simply fill in these particular fields here, how much you want to buy, you know, put in the dollar amount or the peso amount or the yen amount or wherever you happen to be. That's where you enter that information. It will then convert that to how many Bitcoins you're going to get, and you follow this process, and that will get you your Bitcoins. Now, one of the interesting things is most, if not all, of these sellers will release your Bitcoins immediately if you pay them cash. Okay, and so when that happens, when they release the Bitcoins, they released into your local Bitcoin.com account. And into this area here, you can see I've actually got a few little Bitcoins in there already at the moment. So that's where, if you're buying one Bitcoin, for example, and once the transaction's been approved by the seller, that's where it'll show up. It'll show up right there. So then once your Bitcoins are there, you simply click right there on that field right there, and you will then want to send the Bitcoins off to your wallet. Okay. And like I said, I have a wallet in Zappo, and if you want to find out how to open a wallet in Zappo, go to my YouTube channel. This video will be in my YouTube channel as well. And in there there'll be a video on how to open an account in Zappo. Now this is the QR code for your wallet address. So if you happen to be with somebody that wants to pay you some Bitcoins for a product or service, they can simply scan that QR code with their phone, and that will immediately give that party your wallet address, and they can send you the Bitcoins straight from their mobile phone. For the purpose of this video, we want this string of letters and numbers down the bottom here. That is actually my wallet address there. Okay, so I just copy that, and then I go back to local Bitcoins, I paste it in there, and then go ahead, I put the amount of Bitcoins I want to transfer. I won't transfer these at the moment, there's actually not enough to worry about. But one thing I will just tell you, one little thing, always double check that there's no gaps between, not between, in front or behind this wallet address, okay? So the way to do that is check where, at the end of it, check where your cursor is blinking. If it's blinking right behind the last letter or number, then there's no gaps there. And so I make it blink in the front there, and I push backspace to make sure there's no gaps in the front. As opposed to if the cursor happens to be blinking there, for example, then there's actually 2 or 3 gaps between the end of the wallet address and what you've copied and pasted in there. And that will malfunction. If you leave a gap there, that won't work. So always make sure there's no gaps there, okay? It's been when I first started, I had a few headaches with that. So just a little tip to eliminate any little glitches you might have trying to transfer your Bitcoins. So that's it, guys. That's how to do it. Most of those buyers will accept cash. Some will even meet you if you're in the same city or town. They'll meet you in person. You can just hand them the cash, and they'll send the Bitcoin straight off their mobile phone straight into your wallet. Okay, and obviously you won't be have to be verified, or you can do it all anonymously. That's the beauty of that. So that's it, guys. That's how it's done. That's the end of this video. If you're looking for more information about Bitcoins, I have a channel, a YouTube channel called Bitcoin News, and there's a lot of data in there about other things you might like to know about Bitcoin. So that's it for now. So to go to localbitcoins.com, just click on the link below this video in the description box, or type into your browser tiny.cc/buy BTC, just like that, as you can see it on the screen, and it'll take you right there. Cheers for now.